Demonstrate their expertise to the viewing millions. So, before we start asking questions like, whatever did happen to Father Abraham and the Smurfs? And B, does anybody care? Let's meet the team. The first threesome this week is led by a man who's been banging away on the drums for over 20 years and still found time to pen a couple of Queen's most successful singles. He's also got a new solo album out, which will be out about now. Roger Taylor! On Roger's team, the frontman with Dee Ream, recently voted... Well, we've only got half an hour. Recently voted Live and Kicking's Best Newcomer of the Year for 1994, Peter Kuno! And finally, an English rose who's enjoyed huge chart-topping success on both sides of the Atlantic. She recently made a guest appearance on Beverly Hills 90210. Cathy Dennis! Service has been captained by a man who leads a band called Les McEwen's 70s Bay City Rollers. So it does seem very likely to be writer, producer and singer Les McEwen. On Les's side is a singer who's worked with people like Luther Vandross, George Benson, John Lennon, Michael Jackson. It was all going so well, wasn't it? And now she's here on Pop Quiz with us on Jocelyn Brown. And down the end there, a bad boy His rather revealing publicity fact file tells me his nicknames are either Mash or Cherub. Matthew Pateman! Yes. Right, let's start off a bit of a show. The first round is called Whistle Test. For 1 point, they have to identify who's doing the whistling, presumably because the artist's forgotten the words. And for another point, the title of the song. Starting with you, Cathy. You're whistling, weren't you? I'll give you a point for the artist and a point for the song. Or possibly not.
What's it, Mike, Mechanics?
I'm going to have to offer it.
Billy, don't be a hero.
What are you talking about?
It goes like, Billy, don't be a hero, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Terribly close, actually. It's Peter Gabriel.
There you go.
Games Without Frontiers. No score
whatsoever. It used to be called Billy, don't be a hero.
Right. Jocelyn, here we are. Have a listen to your little whistle. Bit of, yes, it's an individual round, Les. Jocelyn, what's that? Point for the artist, point for the song.
Do it.
Yeah?
I can't get the rest of it.
Because you can't hear him cheating.
I know.
That was Roxette and Joyride. Right, still 0-all. Roger, team captain, and now we'll find out why you've been chosen as skipper, Roger, won't we? Have a listen to this.
Well, that is Billy Duncan.
Who did it?
Paper Lace.
Paper Lace is right for 2 points. That could be a winning lead. That's the way this is going, 2-0. Right, let's have a listen to this. Here's a little whistle.
Good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah, that's the song. Who did it?
Clint Eastwood.
No. You know who did it?
No.
Think it? 1968, number 1?
Well, let's have a think.
Was it Ennio Morricone?
He composed the film's soundtrack, but it was actually Hugo Montenegro who had the hit. I give you a point anyway. Well done. Right. I was only encouraging people, for goodness sake, we've been here for months. Right, here we go. Have a listen. Pete. Right. 1 for the artist, 1 for the song. Have a listen. Coming Kuna.
I'm not sure. It's like a rap track. I don't know.
Don't know.
Haven't a clue.
Credit to the nation, teenage sensation. Matthew, your turn.
You know that.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
You can hear that for everybody make a noise.
No, I know that.
They can't. Come on, what was it?
Sitting on the dock of the bay.
Fine.
Otis Redding.
Oh, she's ready for 2 points. Well done. Right, let's have a look at the scores at the end of that round. A bit of a low-scoring start. Roger's team now trailing with 2 points, and Les's team somehow leading with 3. Right, the next one is a team effort, as indeed was the last one, really. It's called Name That Year, which is a little bit of a giveaway as to what it's all about. We're going to show each team 3 clips from one particular year and ask them to name what year it was. There's 1 point for each artist or song and 2 points if they can name that year at the end of it all. Okay, we start with your team, Les, the leading team at the moment by a point. So have a little look at all this.
This time, there's a brand new feeling that I've never ever felt before. I'm just a walking man, and this time it's for me that's the door.
She's that blonde, with the color of her hair, like a sheet of gratitude for me and fair. She was the finish, the bar began. Lost of the rain.
Les and Co. What was the first one? I can give you a point for the artist or the song each time, and then one at the end for whatever year it all happened.
The first one was Bros, and I think it was Madly in Love.
Is right. Well done. Good point. Okay. Next one.
The second one was In Excess, was I love that steak and kidney pie.
Yes.
Suicide Blonde.
Terribly
in other
close.
words.
Okay, yeah, get a point for that. Last one, he looked fed up, didn't he, basically?
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Happy
Can't remember
Monday.
the song.
Doesn't matter. It's called Stefan, but I'll give you a point. Anyway, you got 3 points. You got a lot for that. Now, what was the year?
Well, we've decided it's 1990.
He's right. Sorry. Sorry, I sounded puzzled there for a second. Les is right. Of course it was. Okay, Roger, here's your package of clips. Now, remember again, you lot, it's a point for naming each song or the artist singing it, and 2 points for correctly identifying the year at the end.
Never been away, never seen a day great. Leaning on my pillow in the morning. Lazy day in bed, music in my head. Crazy music playing in the morning. Night. The song is rock and roll. The song is rock and roll.
Handsome devil, wasn't he? Right.
My name's Pilot,
Is right.
74.
You can have 2 points. I was going to go through all 3, you see, and then say what year. You've actually got the right year, rather worryingly. Right. Next clip.
Stones, Rolling Stones,
Yeah.
Only
song's
Rock and
called
Roll,
It's Only Rock and Roll. Right. Last one. Who's that bloke with the moustache?
Bucks. That's Ron Mail.
Yeah?
This town ain't big enough for the both.
It's right. You got the lot. Well done. Woo! Right, let's have a look at the scores at the end of that round. Getting a bit closer now. 7 points to Roger Taylor's team. Still leading though with 8. Les McEwen's team. Right, next comes another chance for team members to shine as individuals, or not. We're going to show them each an album sleeve, an album or LP, of course, if you're sort of, give me Savills age. For a point, I want to know the artist, and then for another, the actual title. Cathy. Right, what's that? Who's the artist, and what's the album? Go on, Cathy, what is it? Yes, it's an individual round, Rod.
Yes. George Michael, Listen Without Prejudice.
Which volume? It's volume 1, you're right. Right, Cathy? Right, 2 points. Jocelyn. Have a little look at this. I want to know the name of the artist, and I want to know the name of the album. Best of luck.
Saturday Night Fever, Bee Gees, John Travolta, and...
And all that stuff is right for 2 points. Well done. Right, Roger, have a look at this. I want to know the name of the album and the name of the artist.
No, I'm trying that now.
I can offer it across, Les.
We don't know either.
All right.
No, you.
Elvis Presley? And
Yep,
that's
Well, I tell you what,
in the car.
I'll just give you a point just for saying Elvis.
Wow, okay.
Well, I'll tell you why, because it's the Wonder Stuff, actually. It's the Wonder Stuff album. It's called Never Loved Elvis. I'll give you one more for that. Okay, Liz, your turn. Have a look at this. Here's the album Who Done It, and what was it called?
That stuff in the middle yellow.
It's sort of yellowish, yes.
Yeah, it's Yellow Brick Road. Goodbye Yellow Brick Road by Elton John.
It's right for 2 points. Well done. Right, Pete from B. Reed. And who was the artist and what was the album called?
I haven't a clue.
Ah,
We know.
Peter will have to offer it.
Les, I think it's Brian Adams. His greatest hit.
It's the So Far So Good album. I'll give you a point there for Brian Adams. Well done. Okay, then one more. Matthew, you'll go. Have a look at the album first and foremost. Here comes the album, please. Tell me. Best of luck. Right, what's that?
It's the Pet Shop Boys, and it's called Very.
It's absolutely right for 2 points. Well, I'd like to look at the score at the end of that round. 9 points now to Roger Taylor. Didn't do very well on that round, but 16 now to Les McEwen and Co. Right, here we go again. Oh, stop it. The moment our teams have been dreading all night. Time for the now legendary lyric round. It's an individual round. We want to know the name of the artist who recorded these lyrics and the song that they came from for a point apiece. But starting with you, Jocelyn. I should have changed that stupid lock. You'd be rather pleased by this. I should have made you leave your key. Jocelyn, artist and song for 2 points.
One of my favorite was Gloria Gaynor for sure.
Yeah.
And,
Song? Sing it.
Never Can Say Goodbye.
What? No. Right. I'll give you a point. No. Right, Cathy. I Will Survive is right. Well done, Cathy. Right, Cathy, your turn. Point to the artist, point to the song. Shall we finish off the beluga, or shall we have smoked salmon and nibbly things?
It is. Pet Shop Boys Absolutely Fabulous and Jennifer Saunders.
And Joanna Lumley, and it's the brand new comic relief single. It's absolutely right. Well done. Right, there's your go. Oh, good. I'll be your leprechaun and sit upon an old toadstool.
I'll be your long-haired lover from Liverpool. That's it, and it was Jimmy Osmond.
It was Little Jimmy Osmond. Well done, you got 2 points. Right, Roger, trailing team skipper Roger, you can catch up there. You got 2 points here, one for the song, one for the artist. Some call me the gangster of love. Some people call me Morris.
That was well read. I think that's Steve Miller and the Joker.
It's right for 2 points. Well done. Matthew, your turn. One for the artist, one for the song. Spirits move me every time I'm near you, whirling like a cyclone in my mind. What the most recent version of that?
Written by Barry Manilow. It's Could It Be Magic? Take That.
Take That is right. Right, one for the artist, one for the song. Pete, last one. Here we go, 2 points. What are these lyrics from? Hot dog jumping, frog, Albuquerque.
You give me 3 points if I get it right and sing it to you.
Yes, I will.
Hot dog jumping from Albuquerque. It's prefab strike. And it's by the foot. Hot dog jumping from Albuquerque.
What's the song called? I'll give you 2 points. What's the song called? It's not called Albuquerque. I have to give it.
King of Rock and
It's
Roll.
a King of Rock and Roll. You get a point. Well done. Let's have a look at the scores at the end of this round. 17 now to Roger Taylor, catching up. 22 now to Les McEwen. Right, the next one's an individual round, as if it's mattered so far. I'll be asking each team member a question based on a clip they've just seen, the more savoury ones gleaned from the shelves of the producer's own personal video collection, just before the police raid. First clip coming up for Cathy. Now, Cathy, this video comes from the days when the mercifully short-lived fashion was, before you went on stage, you had to do your sideburns with an eyebrow pencil.
The warmth of your hand and the cold gray sky, it fades to the distance.
was mature and ultravox, so it's obviously not the bits we want to know. So for 1 point, Cathy, what novelty record, this is horrible actually, this, what novelty record kept Vienna off the #1 position in 1981?
Wasn't the Birdie song?
You're right, it wasn't the Birdie song. I'll give you one more guess, please. Horrible. Oh. Yes, it's an individual round-ish. Les!
Can I see what this is?
Roger!
Was it shut up your face?
It was, but I'll give you a what was it called? Joe somebody. Joe Dolce. I'll give you a point anyway, just for getting it eventually. Okay, right, Cathy, for another point. Which best-selling single of all time did Midge co-write?
Band-Aid.
Which one?
Live. Feed the World.
Be the World, Do the Know It's Christmas. Yeah, I'll give you a point. Well done. Okay, 2 points. Well done, Cathy. And Roger. Right, Jocelyn, here's your clip. Have a little look at this question at the end.
We all know that people are the same wherever you go. There is good and bad in everyone. We learn to live when we learn to give each other what we need to survive. Together alive.
Paul McCartney and Stevie Wonder. Whatever happened to Paul McCartney? Who did Stevie Wonder perform with on the hit single, That's What Friends Are For? For a point, you can have anyone on the 7th.
Dionne Warwick.
Okay, 1 point for that. One more point if you can tell me. Stevie Wonder in 1985 played harmonica on which #1 single?
On 85.
85. Big hit.
I know it.
I know it.
Eurythmics.
No compare.
Oh, no, Eurythmics. No.
They've already done.
I'm going to offer it.
Eurythmics. And it must be an angel.
Hey, I'll give you a point each because I'm a coward. It is the Eurythmics and it is... It must be an angel. Right. It's not easy sitting here any week. Right. Roger, here we are. Have a look at this now. This is some rare footage of Led Zeppelin. They're playing to one of those audiences that have clearly been told it's not cool to have a good time.
Hey, girl, stop what you're doing. Hey, girl, you drive me to ruin. I don't know what it is about you that I like such a lot. But I know, baby, that you got a lot, and that's what I want. Communication breakdown, always the same. Having a nervous breakdown, drive me insane.
For 1 point, name all 4 original members of Led Zeppelin.
John Bonham,
Yep.
Robert Plant,
Yep.
Jimmy Page,
Yep.
and John Paul Jones.
He's right on base for 1 point. A little bit of a Zeppelin fan, I suspect. Now, name any other performers who've had a hit with Stairway to Heaven.
Fabulous Rolf Harris.
Yeah, Rolf Harris is one. You could also have Spark Operation. You could also have Dred Zeppelin. They're sort of Led Zeppelin tribute band. They don't really want them, but they are Led Zeppelin's tribute band. Right, well done, Roger. 2 points. Right, Les, your clip now from a time when the Edge didn't wear a hat and Bono had a ginger ferret on his head.
I don't know which side I'm on. I don't know my right from left, or my right from wrong. They say I'm a fool. They say I'm nothing. But if I'm a fool for you, oh, there's something.
Back in 1983. Bono there going through his other worrying Limahl period. Right, Les, if Dred Zeppelin are Led Zeppelin's tribute band, whether they want them or not, who are you two?
Joshua Trio.
Joshua Trio's right, for a point, well done. And for another point, Les McEwen, can you name both of the real U2's #1 hits, the 2 #1s?
Desire
It's one.
and Streets of No Name.
No, it's not one.
That wasn't one.
The answer is Desire and the Fly. Sorry, Les. Right, Pete, your turn. Your chance to shine. Take the show by the scruff of the neck, Pete. Clip coming out. Questions at the end. These are the Water Boys.
While you filled the skies, I was dumbfounded by truth. You cut to life, saw the rain dirty valleys. You saw Brigadoon, I saw the crescent. You saw the whole.
Right, Peter, for 1 point, can you name 2 of the Water Boys' 7 albums? Now, you can't have the one that's called The Water Boys, and you can't have Greatest Hits. Give me 2 of the 7 for 1 point.
This is the Sea and Fisherman's Blues.
It's right for a point. Well done. Yes. Right. For another point. Oh, the unbearable to get a second point. Right. Too much, isn't it? Come on, give me this one. Who is the Water Boys' Girl Called Johnny all about?
Girl called Johnny.
Yeah. Water Boys single.
Confused woman.
Water Boys' Girl Called Johnny.
Again, I'm clueless, so pass it on to our good friend here.
McEwen, can you take it?
What was the question again?
The answer's Patti Smith. I'm fed. Right. Matthew, one more. Couple more points up for grabs. This clip features Michael's little baby sister, Janet Jackson.
You ought to be thankful for the little things, but little things are all you seem to give. You're always putting off what we could do today. So Papa says, you've got one life to live. Who's right? Who's wrong? What have you done for me lately?
Matthew, who did Janet Jackson duet with on the number 2 hit, The Best Things in Life Are Free?
Luther Vandross.
It's right for a point. Right, another point. Go on, Matthew. You can build on this. Can you name 2 of Janet Jackson's albums, not including, same thing, not including the one called Janet?
Rhythm Nation 1814
Is what?
and Control.
It's right, but another point. Well done. Right, as we race up to the final round, let's have a look at the scores. 23 now to Roger Taylor, 27 to Les McEwen. It's a quick fire round, 2 points for each correct answer. But remember, teams, in the interest of fair play and to prevent anything remotely resembling gamesmanship or cheating, if you buzz in and you can't answer, we offer the whole question and the points to the other side. Fingers on buzzers, here we go. Who is George O'Dowd, better known as? Matthew. Well done, 2 points. I Got You, Babe was a 1965 hit for whom? Les.
Sonny and Cher.
Sonny and Cher for 2 points. What was ABBA's first UK number 1? Roger.
Waterloo.
It's right for 2 points. Whose hits include Please Mr. Postman and Close to You? Matthew.
Carpenter.
It's right. The Times They Are Changing was a 1965 album for Roger.
Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan's right. Kinky Boots features which 2 Avengers? Roger.
Patrick McNee and Honor Blackman.
On a Blackman, right. Well done, you got both points. Buddy Holly and the... Pete.
Cricket.
Is right for 2 points. Hal Wakhtar and Morton Harkett are members of Matthew. Aha is right. 31 plays 35, still very close. China in Your Hand was who's on the UK number 1? Matthew.
It's a pal.
Is right. Which singer popularised the twist? Roger.
Chubby Checker.
Chubby Checker's right for 2 points. Whose hits include Temptation and Penthouse and Roger?
17.
Is right for 2 points. 2 points in it, 35 plus 37, right. Ex-science teacher Hugh Cornwall used to front which band? Roger.
The Stranglers.
The Stranglers is right, you're level. It's almost exciting. Jim Morrison, calm down, guys. Jim Morrison, I was going to ask you, answer it.
The Doors.
It's Doors is right. 39 against 37. Centerfold was a 1982 hit for who? Roger.
Oh, Jay Giles Band.
Jay Giles Band, you working up now, haven't you? 5 left, 37 plays 41, 2 points a time. Which British quintet had hits with Rain or Shine and Matthew?
Five Star.
It's right for 2 points. 2 points between you still. Who was walking the dinosaur in 1987? Matthew.
Was not was.
It's right for 2 points. You're level. You're level with 2 to go. Who sang Oh Carolina in 1993? Peter.
God, what do you call him?
Who was it?
I don't know. What was it?
I've got to give it to you.
Shaggy.
Shaggy is right for 2 points. 2 points left. 1 question left. This is the last question on your buzzers. Ride on Time was a 90... Matthew.
Black Book.
Black Box is right. Right, let's have a look at this. Best last round we've ever had. Let's have a look at the final scores. Now, let's have a look. Roger's team have got 41, but as you can see, they've come second, but easily first. Leslie's team right at the death there with 45. Tonight's winner. From us. Thanks to our team. Thanks very much to Jocelyn Brown, thanks to Les McEwen and Matthew Pateman, the winners tonight. And commiserations to Roger Taylor, Peter Cooner and Cathy Dennis. Yes, well, those 4 points for losers. We leave you with Duran Duran's first ever television appearance. It was in 1981 at the Salubrious Rum Runner Club in Birmingham. Night, night.
To watch the night fall with the rain. I heard you making patterns rhyme like some romantic looking for the TV song. You'll see I'm right some other time. But look now, look all around.
Hit the Road hits Yorkshire next on BBC One.
Can you hear me now? This is planet Earth. You're looking at planet Earth. Ba, 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 ba. This is planet